in the fluff channel. Let's see the fluff. Oh, I was also added in another Discord. Oh, that's a lot of things. Oh, okay, I need to look at this later. Let's see. Fluffus. Oh, those are fluffs. Those are indeed fluffs. I like fluffs. Foxes are great. No, I don't dare. I mean, I just had a single Reaper in this stew. I mean, I could. It was a kick. I mean, it wasn't like super bad because like it was like surrounded by like almost half liter of cream, but still. But the Reaper is at the lowest 1.5 million, but Dragon's Breath being 1 million above that, nah, I think I'll stay out of it. I'll just work my way upwards first. I'll get to that later, I guess. Man, the kids can't get enough of these samurai dogs. Something about that just seems so wrong. I mean, what you have to be aware of is that, like, I recommend, so a good place to start when you're making like spicy food is to surround it with heavy cream. And you can like slowly but surely like up the thing because that'll take some of the bite out of it and like milden it. So that's the thing. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake with the big news. The big news? Yeah, Gertie. Gertie? So yeah, so that's what I did with this thing here. I mean, I just have some chicken. And Windaloo also works. But I just have some chicken. I cook them in a pan, like, or a pot, quickly to get them some color, and then I just add cream to it and let it simmer and just add the chilies and let it simmer for like an hour or so. And it's really, really nice. What's Gertie? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake, a giant mysterious monster! Gertie! A monster? Yeah! Check it out! It's an article from yesterday's newspaper. Here's a photo. Wow! It's really real. Nick! A monster! A real monster! Yeah. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey! There's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic when we got into the frame. I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. 1 million? Grow up, Larry. Okay, so now we have this. I think there's just one more thing before we can. I'm not sure if we can actually get anything from the rental shop yet. Nope. Gonna have to wait for later. So now we're going to the entrance, and then we go to the detention center. Let's see. Who would have thought that would be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you were the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... Not a Gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently, an important witness has turned up. He'll be here and there for a while. A lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. I don't think there's anything else here to do right now. There are many ways. I mean, the big thing, like you want to get rid of heat of a pepper. So inside the pepper, when people tell you that the heat is in the seeds, they are lying. The heat is not in the seeds. So the white membrane inside of a pepper, the pith or whatever it's called in English, that's where the heat is. So just scraping away the seeds doesn't do it. The seeds have heat because they're connected to this pith or membrane. So if you remove that, you'll remove a lot of the heat from the pepper. Let's see. Okay, we're not here for anything, so let's go back to the lake. And actually, let's see. Nope, nothing here yet. Actually, let's check the door here. A small bulk rental shop. Doesn't look at anyone's around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. Okay. Let's go to the woods here. Yeah, there's not much here to do. Okay. Where was the next trigger? Nope. Ah, like that. Yeah. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? It's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I gotta decide as mascot for the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Gerd Lake? Gerd is sighted? I don't believe it. Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Oh yeah, that's a good thing. I typically don't take up the skin, but I do char them for like making salsas. There are multiple reasons to do it. But yes, you definitely do sweeten things when you do that. Let's see. Is there something here? What is it? Oh, nothing. It's just something that's been bothering me. I need to finish this ice cream before it like all melts away. It's already mostly melted. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey! I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer. At that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, do you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sake. He still doesn't have his painting back. Ahem! Oh, That old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're Mia's something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes. Felix Wright. Aha! And you must be Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Brugosberg, sir? Huh? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you've come here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? Ah, I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back to the home to his office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old bitter desserts. Let's see. Autopsy report. This is what I'm presenting him to. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Mr. Miles Edgeworth shot? Who is this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound familiar? Perhaps you remember. I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police was at such a loss they used a spirit medium. Dun dun. Wait, you don't mean... What was that medium, my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium Misty Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim, but the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes, happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. She doesn't know. She doesn't know his role in all this. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait! What does that case have to do with anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to ask no more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I am sure he'll talk to you. Wait! This is a photograph of my mother. What's this? I was hoping you got the message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. I guess he hasn't found anyone yet. No, Alex. Gregory Edgeworth was the victim in a murder where Mia's mother was like involved in, but no. I mean, Edgeworth is 26? Yeah, 26 or something like that. 24. And Mia is 17. So, yeah. Okay, let's show him this picture. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right. DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm gonna finish this ice cream now. And that was all the ice cream. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would be better for me to stay away then? I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like and I will answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. Maybe. I mean, I still need to practice things. I haven't played my piano in ages. I do have a cable though. I did buy a cable to connect my keyboard to my computer, so you don't have to listen through the speakers into my microphone, into your stuff, you know. I just need to get it all connected and stuff. I also need to get some more USB slots because I don't have any place to plug it in really. Except my keyboard, but I'm not sure if my keyboard can handle it. Well, this keyboard. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, the suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium that used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gerd case murder. Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you are... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end. Now, this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on the December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case statute of limitations runs out legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. Basically, yes, Pix, we are. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live as a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at his time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow him in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Of course we will. Who would have guessed that this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't even remember doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh? My letter of request. Please, give it to Detective Gumshoe. I guess we should. What's that? Earthquake, Nick! It's a big one! It's coming down. That was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? Let's see. Oh. That's a thing. I mean, it's about time there was a level squish, I suppose, but... I mean, it gets kind of ridiculous with the like how far you have to go. But I mean, I don't mind. I mean, like just start. If you're gonna start out with Warcraft and you see this whole big thing, like, yeah, you have to level through. You have to go through and level in so many expansions. Fun. And thank you there to Crapasson for the follow. That is very much appreciated. I mean, I hope that you can skip expansions because it's just leveling from 1 to 120 now is just no, it's just too much. So I hope they like let you skip like many of the expansions because it's just too much. But yes, where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to start up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Ah, right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Mr. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, this is kind of a dick move. This is very much a dick move by these two. But, I mean, they can't get into the room because there's a big wall and, like, stuff like that between them. But, yes, Edgeworth needs all the hugs here. But yeah, sadly they just can't do anything else because they're not allowed to. But yes, he has some PTSDs there. For good reason. What's going on here? Ugh! What's wrong, Detective? This wine lady comes in here just a while ago. Said she came to talk to y'all about hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. What are you doing finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. It'll all be revealed, pigs, in this case. It'll all be revealed. I can't just go covering up evidence. You tried saying something about the way I do my job? No, sir. So we're gonna give this one to him. Look, what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to find those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to it by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. Here you go, guys. Go and eat and rest for your trial tomorrow. Later. Gosho is just such a good guy. I mean, he is like, he's not the hero we deserve, but he's the one we need, like seriously. Even if we are often at odds, he's just so wholesome. You just can't, like, you just can't help but like him. I wonder what's with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of him when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. I have so much crisp here and I haven't been able to test any of it because it like crunches too much. I'll have to gobble on that later. So, first day of trial for... it's called Turnabout Goodbyes in this version. I'm used to Turnabout Farewell, but oh well. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. 40 years! Never lost a case. That's what we're up against. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get the guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. The thing is, though, Edgeworth doesn't forge evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So, was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to find you guilty? What a creep! Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. In 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. You'll just have to see, Alex. Oh, how many times I've played this game? I think I've played through this game like 4 or 5 times. I've played through this game a lot. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh, I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. And here we go. We're in for a ride here. As much as I would love to be able to properly voice act Manfred von Karma, I just can't. I have enough troubles with the judge. And like von Karma, you'll hear it when he starts objecting to everything I say. Like, just no. So you'll have to forgive me for that. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. Nope, I won't. You seriously think that I would stand here while we're not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Look at those eyes, those intensive eyes. Oh, nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What is with this guy? Is he royalty?